What's going on, folks? This is your boy Mitch of Mitchspiration. Glad you are back, man. We are on episode 4 of Shift Talk, man. I'm excited for what's going down today with this message, man. But first, if this is your first time coming to my channel, I appreciate you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And if it's your time where you're just returning to show some more love, man, I appreciate you as well. But I want you guys to continue to help me grow this channel, help me grow my community. So what I need you guys to do is, number 1, subscribe and hit those bell notifications so you don't miss any content that's coming next. But also what I want you to do is like and comment. I want to have more dialogue with you guys, telling me what you like, what you don't like, what you would love to hear me talk about, or things I can do better. I'm open to all criticism. I'm really trying to make this YouTube thing go, and I need you guys to make that happen. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all. So let's get into today's topic, all right? So today's topic is called Your Reasons Are Valid, but Your Purpose is Greater. That within itself is a message, but we're going to dig a little deeper, okay? So here's the thing I want you to understand. Life's adversity can push us to quit at our goals and dreams, all right? So like we talked about last week a little bit, there are going to be moments in life where it's important that we set goals, dreams, because we want to make sure that our future is bright, whether it's for ourselves, our current family, future family, and even generations to come. I know generational wealth is a big topic right now, and everybody should be pursuing that. So it takes the opportunity of creating goals in order to make that a reality for a lot of us who have never obtained that before. So when we get in these situations, nothing is ever going to be easy 24/7, 365. Adversity is going to come. Struggle is going to come. But it's important that we stay focused, because one little issue shouldn't push us to quit our dreams. If it's something that really matters to us, and if it's something that's really important to us, we need to keep going forward and keep pushing. Usually when something is for us, even when we're hearing no, there's a yes that's still churning in our spirit, so we keep going. One man's no doesn't cancel out your calling. One man's no doesn't cancel out your ability to reach your goals. So yes, when life's adversity comes, it can push us to quit at our goals and dreams. But I want to encourage everybody just to keep going, keep fighting. When you keep fighting, it brings something different to you. It gives you a different level of swag, a different level of accountability. It just brings a different energy your way. And that fighting can be rewarded. So don't quit when you're going through adversity, all right? Why? Because adversity, and this is point number 2, adversity is a diversion of the enemy. Y'all know I love the Lord. So a lot of my philosophy of life is biblically based and faith-based, right? So I believe that when we have a calling or a purpose on our life, the biggest thing that's going to come our way is going to be diversions and distractions. That's the number one way the enemy or the devil tries to come in our lives and get us to divert from what God has called us to do. How does he usually get us? He attacks our mind. Why? Because our mind creates our thoughts. Those thoughts then resonate in our heart. And whatever we believe in our heart, we're ultimately going to do with our hands, right? Or our actions. So there's this connection between our mind, our heart, and our hands that's super important in order for us to be who we were called to be in this life. So once you let the enemy in here, it's going to be a struggle. But you have to have that faith that you can defeat the enemy and really rely on God for what he has for you. Because if what gets here, then 9 times out of 10, it's going to play out here in your hands and through your actions. And those actions can be very detrimental to your future. So I want you guys to stay focused and understand that distraction is of the enemy. Diversion is of the enemy. And that is because the enemy knows there's a purpose for your life. And if they can push you away from that purpose, then not only does that put you in a bad situation, but it puts the lives that you're meant to impact in a bad situation as well. All right. Point number 3. Your purpose is on the other side of adversity, so keep going, all right? Your purpose is on the other side of adversity, so keep going. Why? Because adversity ignites hidden greatness within you. I don't know about you, but I haven't become the man I've become just from having everything roses and bubbles, life always being easy. The greatness that's developed within me has come from hard times. The greatness that's developed within me has come from meeting adversity head on with no fear, ready to go 100% into whatever comes my way. As I've stated before, some of you may or may not know, I'm in a fraternity, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, 06 to the Bros. And one of my favorite brothers in the fraternity made a statement to me, and it always stuck with me from 2011 till now. He said, anytime you're put in a situation where you're going through adversity, that's not a bad thing. That's God's favor over your life. If you look in the Bible, look at the people who God placed adversity on and the blessings that came at the end of those adversities. God always uses struggle to grow us. Like they say, pressure makes diamonds. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of times we have to go through pressure to be molded, cultivated, to come out looking a different way than what we started, so that we can be the best version of who we were designed to be. All right. So adversity ignites the hidden greatness within you. Okay. And so here's where I go back, and I've kind of already attested to this. But for those who haven't looked on my YouTube channel, I do share my testimony about how I got into grad school. So I'll just kind of give you a brief summary, but I want you to go back and watch that if you haven't. But basically, I graduated undergrad with a 2.59 GPA. And I really realized, like, if I'm going to be successful in life, like, it's going to take me a long time to move up the ladder because I don't have the grades to get into grad school. So what ended up happening was I spent literally the last 9 years of my life, or a little more, give or take, focusing on growing as a professional in various capacities. I applied for grad school programs here and there throughout that 9 years, but nothing ever showed itself fruitful. I kept getting denials. So whenever I would get denials, I would be a little down in the moment, but it's like, cool, I'm gonna just get back to work. So through the motivation of a lot of close friends and family, I applied for the Master of Public Administration program at the North Carolina Central University, the North Carolina Central University in Durham, North Carolina, which is why I'm wearing this shirt today. So what I want you guys to understand is not only did I get accepted to that program, even though I didn't have the grades for it, I finished my program at the top of my class with a 3.94 GPA, a way more mature mentality, a way better outlook on life, and a brighter foundation for my future, okay? And it's all because at the end of the day, there's always going to be reasons for us to quit. There's always going to be reasons for us to stop pursuing the things that we want to do. And the ironic thing is those reasons are going to be valid. I might not have the money. This might not be the right time. This might be the situation. That might be the situation. A lot of times what I've learned is when it comes to your purpose, you're going to always have valid reasons to quit what you're doing. But like I said, your reasons may be valid, but your purpose is even greater than what those valid reasons to not do it look like. I'm a living testimony of this. I have plenty of stories. Just my grad school testimony is by far the most recent, so that's what I love to share. But I want you guys to really think about that. Look back over your life and think about the times where if I had given up, would I have this? If I had given up, would I have been able to get into grad school? If I would have said no to this, or if I would have quit this, would I still have been able to obtain this thing? And if you're in a space now where you've quit, I want to challenge you to get back on that horse and keep riding. Don't allow no's. Don't allow people's opinions. Don't allow any of those things to stop your pursuit of what is meant for you. And that's the key, knowing if it's really meant for you. We're going to have a lot of desires to pursue a lot of different things in life. But is that going to be beneficial to the person we are, the life we want to live, and the people around us? That's something that I always think about. Because what I'm learning is, especially being in my 30s, life is becoming more impact driven for me. So I'm more focused on not just doing things for myself, but realizing how these things that I'm doing can be expressed to other people and impacted on other people to make their lives better as well. And so, like I said, guys, at the end of the day, it all boils down to you. I can talk all day. I can blow all this hot air like I'm doing right now. But if you don't take the initiative to see it through and go the extra mile, you'll never know what's on the other side, right? So many people say, oh, you know, you heard the phrase, the grass is always greener on the other side. I will argue that the grass on the other side isn't always greener. Your grass can be green too if you water your own. So that means you have to be cultivating your own grass. And your grass is kind of like metaphorical for life, right? So you need to be cultivating your own life, not comparing your life to other people, because we don't know the struggle, the tears, the losses that it took for other people to obtain what they have. Some of us may not be able to handle the struggles that other people have gone through to get to what they have. We can look at somebody and be like, oh, that's a real nice house, man. I wish I had a house like that. Or I'm just as good as them. Why don't I have that house? You don't know what that person went through to get that house. You don't know what kind of lessons they had to learn, what kind of losses they had to take. You don't know none of that. So having jealousy doesn't make the situation any better either. The only person you can directly impact and change is yourself. You can't change anybody else but you. So I want us to stop being naive about the things we hear society say and, this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, only person we can impact is ourselves. Once we focus on changing us and being the best me we can be, then we can put our best self out into the world and make the world a better place. But you can't get caught up on these societal norms and the status quo. You got to be willing to focus on yourself, what's best for you, and how you can be an impact to other people. So with that being said, guys, this was a really quick episode. But like I said, your reasons are valid. I will never take that away from you. And I don't want you guys to feel like I'm minimizing your feelings, minimizing your circumstances, minimizing any of that, because we're human. We feel what we feel. We have the realities that we have, and we're going to have to go through those things. The only thing I want you to understand is that despite what you feel, despite what you're experiencing, your purpose and the blessings that are aligned with that purpose are so much greater, y'all. It's so much greater. And I really believe that. I've seen it for myself. I know there's more for me. I'm young right now. I'm 33 years old. But I still know there's a lot more life for me to live. And there's still more for me. Will that require me to go through some adversity? Yes. And I'm already prepared for that reality. And all I'm going to do is continue to push, learn what I need to learn in these seasons, and continue to be the best person I can be. The best husband I can be for my wife, the best soon-to-be father I can be for my son, the best son I can be for my mom and dad, the best brother I can be for my sister, the best friend I can be for my people in my circle, the best frat brother I can be for my fraternity brothers. That's really all I can do. Everything else is left to the big man above, all right? So with that being said, I hope this channel is really hitting you guys in a positive way and you're taking things away. I see the numbers growing slowly but surely. I appreciate every new subscriber. It seems like every video I drop, I'm getting like 8 to 10 new subscribers every video, which lets me know that what I'm doing is impactful. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna keep coming with this inspiration, this motivation, this Mitchspiration, as I like to say. And we're going to keep this thing going, man, because we all were put here to succeed. We were all put here to see the best things that life has to offer and to obtain the best things that life has to offer. But we can't do it alone. I want to be a part of your village, and I thank you for letting me be a part of your village through this YouTube platform. So with that being said, your reasons are valid, but your purpose is greater. Peace. Love y'all.